Good Monday morning. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a good busy one. It's always feels good when it does get Monday morning that you got a lot of things done. You see things you got accomplished. It's spring cleaning time. We've been going through stuff at Renee's dad's house and working around our house and work and everywhere. So it's just a busy time. Finally getting some decent weather and get out and to be able to work on some stuff. And it's always hard to get that plan going and get it flowing, but once you get going, you get a lot of things done, and so it always feels good. Um, I know that's why I am about work and everything. This brings I like training plans when for races and stuff. I like having a race on the books a lot of times just because it gives me something to work towards. And just like at work, if I have a list of stuff I want to try to get done, I love that. I'll get my list together and I'll start just knocking off each one of them. And so that's what I like to do. Now, what do you guys like to do? Let me know. Are you a list kind of person, or you just kind of free will it and just kind of show up and just try to start getting things done? Because trust me, there's a lot of days it feels like a firefighter. And I'll come in with my list and I'll go in. At the end of the day, I've not got one thing off the list, but I have been busy all day, putting out fires, doing whatever. This week I've got 2 technicians out at Caton training, so it'll be one of those weeks just trying to keep everything going and getting out doing service calls and getting the rust off of me a little bit. I don't do a lot of service calls anymore, but it's always good to get out and see customers and do that part. But with us, I kind of like to get things done, but also trying to keep the stress level down. So you got to be real careful with that because they will overlap very fast. Stress is a good thing to a point, but you don't want to overstress yourself. So sometimes, my list, I'll get several things on there and I can get done. Renee will put 40 things on her list that she couldn't get done in 3 years. And so that's the difference in us. So we'll work together on it and say, okay, let's get this list more controllable, what we can work on. And so, because what happens if you put too many things on there that you're not going to get done, you're just going to cause a lot of stress on yourself because you feel like you ain't got anything done when you may have knocked off 5 or 6 things. So let's continue working on that. Let's continue keeping this year going. Let's continue trying to be a positive light out there. And that's something we all need right now. Just every day you pick the phone up or you talk to somebody or you walk by TV, there's plenty of stress to find. There's plenty of things to worry about. And I'm really trying to just work on that. I've got the things that I can worry on, but you know what I found out? I can't control most of it. So why worry and stress about it? I'm trying to really just get better control of that. And that's something we all need to work on. So continue just praying for my mom. We had a good doctor's visit last week. They're ordered 4 more weeks of chemo and then revisit, do surgery. So that was a good visit. So let's continue praying for the people around us, and let's continue just to try to be a light for somebody, and everybody have just a blessed and wonderful week.